Hi there, this is Jill, and I'm in between private sessions, and I just wanted to mention a quick little thing that may be helpful to some of you. Some of us that are naturally kind of nice people that want to please other people, what comes up in private sessions sometimes is it's almost like the client is asking for permission to say no to something or to stop doing something. And that's interesting, isn't it? So let's just feel into that sometimes there are others that may be less concerned about how we feel about them. They're less concerned about whether we like them. They just want us to do a certain thing or to act a certain way. And they may not even recognize that they're kind of manipulating us into doing what they want us to do. And what I notice is that my clients anyway, we sort of go out of our way to make sure everyone has all the choices, including saying no to us. It's almost like we're like, you don't have to say yes. Like, you can say no if you want to. We go above and beyond to make sure that we're honoring another's sovereignty, that we're respecting their authority over themselves. And there's a whole other type of human that is not only incredibly disinterested in you recognizing the choices you have, which includes saying no, or just not doing what they want you to do, but they will actually use language and behavior and choices and talk fast and things like that to try to like shut down your ability to even think about what you really want in the situation. Isn't that weird? So, I mean, to me, it's incredibly suppressive and repressive and is not enlightened at all, even though it happens even in enlightenment communities. I use enlightenment very loosely there because it's not light within. It looks like light, but it's actually incredibly manipulative and suppressive and reduces people's choices. Yeah, it's so sad. It just makes me sad. So I'm always happy in my work to help us remember that yes, we can be nice and kind people, but we can also have boundaries and acknowledge our own ability to make a decision, even when somebody else is not necessarily honoring our ability to make that decision and trying to suppress our ability to make our own decisions. For those that are newer here, I view a lot of problems with what I call 20th century spirituality that ends up being very cult-like energy in a lot of different situations, even if it doesn't look that way. It's very narrow in what it views as enlightened. It's very repressive in terms of what an enlightened being is supposed to look like. It narrows one's choices in terms of how they can make a living, and it has to be spiritual, and there's really narrow lanes of what spiritual means, and it's just incredibly problematic. So I'm not a fan, and I'm not a proponent, and I'm not an advocate for 20th century spirituality. I love the liberation of inner greatness within all life. That to me is transcendence, and that's actual authentic enlightenment. So I call that 21st century enlightenment. And for those that are alongside me in that process, whether they're clients or audience members, etc., we are getting amazing results. And we're wanting to make sure we're still nice people along the way. And I'm happy to support those in that process too. Yeah, okay. Okay, I hope that's helpful. And I love you guys. That's it. Bye-bye.